Okay, I'm going to show you how to install a kit into a combo valve. Combo valve kit will include lower ride guide O-ring, piston seal, snap ring, plug assembly, lower ride guide seal, shaft O-ring, upper ride guide seal. And you're also going to find that there's lubricant included in your kit. The tools that you're going to need: open-end 9/16 wrench, dental tool, snap ring pliers, 9/16 socket, 7/16 socket, and I'm going to use a cordless drill. But if you don't have a cordless drill, you could actually use a ratchet with your 7/16 socket and your 9/16 socket. So now what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble the combo valve. First thing we want to do is we want to take our 9/16 socket and we want to loosen your 9/16 bolt. We'll take the base and put it to the side. This is your cylinder. You want to remove the cylinder off of the cap, put it to the side. Next thing you want to do is you want to use your 7/16 socket and you want to remove the plug. Next thing we want to do is we want to take the rod guide out of the cylinder. At this time, you will be able to remove shaft and lower ride guide. Next thing we want to do is we want to disassemble the piston from the shaft. To do that, we want to apply pressure to the piston with our hand, and we want to remove the snap ring. Now the piston will come off of the shaft, so we want to take the piston completely off the shaft, place the spring to the side, and we want to remove the ride guide from the shaft. Next thing I want to do is take my dental tool and remove the shaft O-ring from over the shaft. The next thing I want to do is I want to remove the piston seal from the piston using my dental tool. Next thing I want to do is I want to remove the rod guide seal. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the other rod guide seal, which is very, very small, but still with a dental tool you can take it out. Now what you want to do is you want to use the lubricant that's included in your kit. You want to lubricate the inside of your cylinder using the lubricant. Make sure that you're lubricating it as much as you can. So your cylinder, you will know that there's two different sides. You have a side with a pitch to it, and then you have a side with a step. You're going to need to install the internals of this combo valve going in through the side with the pitch, like so. You want to walk it in kind of gently to get it to go all the way in. So now that you got that installed, next thing you want to do is you want to take your ride guide, the last one you have, and you want to install it over the shaft, like so. After that, what you want to do is you want to take your rod guide O-ring and you want to place it over the rod guide. Next thing you want to do is you want to install the plug assembly. The plug assembly consists of 5 parts. So we're going to install the plug, we're going to install 2 O-rings over the shaft. We're going to also install a fender washer, and then we're going to install a nylock nut, 7/16. This is very important because you can over tighten this nut. So what you want to do is you want to tighten it enough to where the nylon in the nut engages into the threads of the shaft, but you don't want to over tighten it, because what you're going to do is you're going to deform the plug and the plug will fail prematurely. I'm going to use this, but I suggest using a open-end wrench to do this. If you look, you can see where the nylon has engaged into the threads, but I did not tighten it enough to where it would deform the plug. Next thing I want to do is I want to install the cylinder assembly over the cap. After I do that, the next thing I want to do is I want to install the base, making sure it lines up correctly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start our bolts, making sure that we install washers also. The next thing that I do is I make sure everything is in line. We want to make sure that this flat part and this flat part lines up correctly. After I do that, I want to apply pressure to the base, and I want to try to tighten these nuts up as much as I can. What I'm looking for is to make sure that I don't have any gaps between the base, the cap, and the cylinder. Next thing I want to do is I want to get my opening wrench, and I want to get my 9/16 socket, and I want to tighten the 9/16 bolts up in a cross fashion. Just snug. First go around. Before I go on any further, I want to make sure that that gap is closed all the way around. We want to make sure we don't have a gap between the cap and base and the cylinder. Now I will proceed to torque down the bolts. After inspecting the valve, and this is how you install a kit in a combo valve. If you should have any issues, feel free to contact us.